Hey guys, it's Lauren with One Haven Maven. It's been a while, but I am back in my kitchen and today we are making pancakes. Now, why do you need more pancake recipes, you ask? Well, let me tell you, this isn't just any recipe. This is healthy and delicious, and you can make 3 different kinds of pancakes from the same base. Stick around to find out more. We're gonna get right into these pancakes, don't you worry. But before we do, I just wanted to say welcome to all of you that are new to my channel. I do videos about home and family, so if you're a mom or a wife and you like parenting tips, yummy recipes like this, date ideas, and more, then you're in the right place. And don't forget to hit the like button on this video and hit the subscribe button so you know anytime I upload a new video, which ideally will be about once a week. Okay, getting right into this recipe. Now, all 3 of these pancake recipes use the same whole wheat base. And I like that because you know that you're getting something healthy into your family. And it's super adaptable too, so if you want to make your own variation of these, you could totally do that. So we're going to begin with 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour, and I'm not fancy about this. I'm not like weighing it out or anything like you would with a cake. It's just pancakes, guys. And we're going to add to that 1 tablespoon of baking powder and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There's a fair amount of leavening in these, and it's because whole wheat flour can be kind of heavy, so you want a lot of leavening to make them fluffy like you want pancakes to be. Next, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 3 tablespoons of sugar. I like using raw sugar, but you can use any kind you like here. I'm just going to give this a quick stir in my bowl here, and then I will start on the wet ingredients. Just kidding, actually, I forgot. I'm doing the chocolate chip one first, so I went ahead and sprinkled in my chocolate chips, and I didn't measure those, I just kind of eyeballed it for how many our family likes. So let's get started on those wet ingredients. We're going to add to the dry mix 2 eggs. All right, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of oil, and that can be any kind of oil that you like. I used olive oil here. And same with the milk. I added 1.5 cups of almond milk because my daughter is lactose intolerant, but like most things in this recipe, you can substitute and just about any other milk would work fine. We'll give everything a quick stir and make sure all the ingredients are mixed, but not overly mixed, because if you've made pancakes before, you know you want them to stay fluffy. You don't want to get all those air bubbles out of there because that's what makes them yummy. I just drizzled a little oil on my griddle. Actually, I got too much oil. I had to wipe some of it off. I didn't show you that part though. And I used my 1/3 cup to spoon my pancakes onto my griddle, and I'm gonna let them cook on there. I preheated my griddle to about 350, and I let them cook for about 1.5 to 2 minutes each side, and you'll know they're ready to flip when they get those little teeny tiny bubbles around the outside. So if you can see here, just these little bubbles around the outside, that's what tells you that they're cooking all the way through. And then once they look like that, then you can go ahead and flip them over and do them for another 1.5 to 2 minutes on the other side. And here's a quick tip for you. If you need a new griddle like I do, Black Friday is the best time to get these. Usually they're $15 or less, and I got this one about 10 years ago, so I'm due. These turned out so good, just the perfect amount of chocolate. We're gonna jump right in our next variation, which is the lemon blueberry poppy seed. And I'm not gonna show you doing the base recipe, that whole wheat base that I talked about in the beginning, because I already covered that, so you can just go back and rewatch that part if you like. The only different ingredients are, first, the poppy seeds, and I added 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds. Also, something to note, keep your poppy seeds in the fridge or freezer so they don't go rancid, because they go rancid quickly. We'll give them a quick stir with the dry ingredients, and then we're gonna start on our lemon zest. And of course, this is what gives our recipe all the flavor. So I grated 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. It just depends on how lemony you like your recipe. And so I'm gonna dump that into my dry ingredients and stir it in, and then we will get started on our wet ingredients. So you'll notice all of the wet ingredients are the same as they were in the original recipe that I showed you already. The only difference is that you're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can use fresh or you can use it in the bottle. That's totally fine. And half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you'll just mix everything in gently, and we will end by adding in our yummy blueberries. And I added about a cup of blueberries, but again, just like the chocolate chips, you can kind of eyeball it, and depending on how much your family likes blueberries, that can determine how many blueberries you put in. And I'm going to spoon them out on my preheated griddle, and again, I will cook them for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. These are so good too. It's really hard to pick a favorite. These ones are, I guess they're a little bit more summery, but really they can work any time of the year. But they're just bursting with lemony blueberry flavor, and they're so good. If you're enjoying this recipe, check out my granola recipe. I'll put it in the cards above. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I have lots more yummy recipes where this came from. Alrighty, last but so not least are the pumpkin spice pancakes. Now I make my own pumpkin spice, so I will put the recipe in the description box. We're just going to add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice to your dry ingredients and mix them up. And then once you've added your wet ingredients to your dry mix, I add a half a cup of pumpkin and a 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix it all in. You're going to cook these just like you did the last one, and you guys, you are going to love all 3 of these recipes. They're great for breakfast or dinner, and I hope that you'll take the time to subscribe. I have lots of other great content coming, and stick around because I have some fun bloopers for you at the end. 3 different kinds of pancakes when you add a few different ingredients, and then I'm talking too much. Okay. But before we do, I just wanted to say hi to all of those of you that are new out. I can do this. Okay. Before we do, I just wanted to say hey to all of yous